What is up? Long time no see. We just finished Kirby up. Tonight's been amazing so far. I'm really looking forward to doing more shiny hunting in Arceus, and hopefully we get Lucario tonight. Back to the grind. I have not seen an alpha spawn of Lucario, and worse, I've heard plenty of people tell me they've never seen it. So hopefully we get it soon. If not, we're just going to keep hitting the spawn in the Alabaster Icelands. We'll get it eventually. It's going to shine. I promise you guys, stick around. It'll happen sometime soon. We just got to keep going for it. And I mean, like, freaking how many streams did Beacon of Nick do before he got his Empoleon, right? It's got to sparkle at some point. So hopefully tonight. If not tonight, we'll be back and at it tomorrow night as well. I mentioned in the Kirby stream, I am off the full day of Monday. So I plan to just stream that day. Like, I plan to just stream Pokemon that day until probably sometime in the early afternoon when my family gets home from school and work. And then at that point, I might do another stream later in the night if I still feel up for it. We'll see how the day goes, but I'm excited to just have like a full day worth of streaming Pokemon. And yeah, so if that interests you, I will schedule something for like, I don't know, 9 or 10 a.m. my time, and then just go live immediately Monday morning. Sunday, we'll see. But tomorrow night, I'm going to also be streaming Arceus as well. So, Psyduck, thank you for being here. It's good to see you. Miku, thank you. Good luck. I'm hunting Eevees. No luck yet. I truly believe you'll get it tonight. I have a feeling. Sorry that I've been late or slow, but I'm here. Dude, Psyduck, you never have to apologize for being late or not being able to make it to a stream. Just the fact that you've been here so often is more than I could ever ask for. I appreciate you. Never feel that there's any need to apologize for missing a stream, not being here. If you feel bad, you can feel free to like the VODs and maybe watch a little bit of it whenever it works for you. But like, there's no obligations here, just good times, good energy, and us having fun together. I think I'll be able to stay. Yeah, it's absolutely okay. If anyone I know, I hope you get it. Thank you so much, Miku. That's very kind. Got it full odds. Dang, Savory. I have not even seen one on my save. Plenty of Riolu. No Lucario whatsoever. And I've got the perfect decks and everything. Thank God I'm on break Monday. Yeah, dude. It snuck up on me. This holiday totally surprised me. I'm going to be doing some family stuff Sunday. And then we'll see where it ends up from there. Maybe I'll stream late Sunday night and then do another stream Monday. I don't know. I'll play it by ear, but I will be posting actual stream schedule for this week very soon, sometime this weekend, and you guys will know when I'm live. I've currently been playing in my friend's realm in Minecraft, so I got kicked out of a different one. I remember you mentioned that. He's really nice and has helped me a lot, letting out anger and struggles. I'm glad to hear that, Psyduck. Things can get really frustrating and stressful. It's always good to have a friend or have someone that you can go to and kind of decompress a little bit, and whether that be like an actual person that you can talk to, or whether that be, you know, a stream that you watch, or like a hobby. Like for me, I play guitar when I'm stressed out, and it's a really good outlet for that. I go to the gym when I'm stressed out. Those are kind of my main relief structures for stressors and the like, and sometimes it's much more needed than others. Sometimes it doesn't work quite as I anticipate it to. But everything's a work in progress, I feel. And yeah, I'm just glad that you're doing better. Oh, let me update my layout real quick. So I changed it for Kirby. Not much. Cool. Grr, I angry I become strong to beat up Jimmy for throwing my milk at break in year 3. Hey, Jimmy got what was coming to him. He knew what was happening. Can we do the trades, Luke? What trades are you looking for? But yes, we can do some trades to start. Let's dive into it, shall we? Savory, I just got the notification of your resub. I appreciate you resubbing, dude. Legendaries for my decks, and then I'll trade back when finished. Okay. Which legendary do you want to start with? How about I give you one at a time, and when you're done with it, you can trade back for the next one, like a library rental service. Does that work? Which legendary do you want first? Needed to be the 100th sub. I appreciate you. You are numero 100. Library rental service. Let's do it. I'm the 70th sub. I appreciate that as well, Alex. Every sub matters. I didn't think I'd have 100. I definitely did not think I would have 100 this soon. Okay, you got a code. Sick. This is the default one that I usually use. My phone just made the low battery noise, but it's fully off. Maybe you got a Rotom in there or something, dude. Sketching you out. Slide, this is you, right? This is you, Slide. Oh yeah, my shalpha Rotom in the phone. Spooking you out. You want Arceus first? We'll just go cover legendary, get him out of the way, and then go from there. That sound good? Explains why it's bigger than normal. Imagine that, like your phone goes alpha sized and it's like a tablet. Sick. Enjoy them. Should I make a living dex? Do you want to make a living dex? That's the question. I debated it. I debated like a living shiny dex too. But at the end of the day, like I'm gonna give out most of the shinies that I have if people want them. And do like giveaways and such, so it kind of doesn't make a whole lot of sense. But I think living decks are it's a cool way to play the game. I have never completed one, ever. Like every time that I've like debated setting one up like that, I've been like, I get like halfway through it and I start organizing the boxes and I'm like, I don't want to do this anymore. Some streamer needs 5 shinies to finish his shiny living decks. My lord. Like, I can't imagine doing it. They're probably space-time distortion shinies too. Bet you anything. I can't imagine doing all the space-time distortions and getting a full... Like, getting one of those is a challenge enough. But imagine doing, like, 3 shinies of, like, a Magnemite family through space-time. Like, oh... That would be so long. I mean, eventually I'm gonna want to get one of them. 17 hours a day every day to get shinies. Yeah, that sounds about right. Hey, if I had nothing else to do, I would probably be doing the same thing, my dude. I can't fault the hustle. I'll wait for the Ursaluna, so you can go for the Lucario. Yeah, dude, I will literally check these spawns just to reset them, and I'll get you the Ursaluna, Alex. Sorry. Like, I'm totally... I did forget, but I didn't forget. I will make sure you get one right after I check these Chingling. I think I still have Plushie's Alpha too, so I'll give you the Alpha. Is that a satchel? Who the frick died here? Rubius? Alright, fine. Tight. And you said that's the only one you need for your charm? Okay, we can change it. I will do Alex first, and then I'll trade you back legendaries. Slide. Starters will be annoying for living decks. I mean, I've gotten 2 of them, and I actually did have living like Oshawott line. I had the whole line, but I've given them out to people. I think I've given away 2 Duots and an Oshawott, but I've got an Alpha now, so I don't know. Maybe I'll go for like all Alpha or something. Okay, that man's gone. Tight. Alrighty now. So Ursaluna for Alex, a new legendary for Slide. You need Quillfish's evolution. Got it. I don't think I have that. I think I gave my last Overquill away. But if I see one tonight, I'll catch it for you. So, Alex, if you don't know the code, we'll do 1184. 1184. The default trade code of the stream. Not going to bother with the living decks, you mean? I don't fault you, man. Yeah, my pastures are also full. I think that that would be a really cool and pointed thing to do if they do home. Like when and if they do Pokemon Home for Arceus. Where is he? No, I got one. Why is that shiny here? Ursaluna, where are you? You derpy looking bear. Here, I'll search for it real quick. Here we go. Sick, dude. I don't know what would happen if you tried catching it with a full pasture. That would be kind of interesting to see. I'm assuming it won't let you, but maybe we have to find out. Tight, thank you so much, dude. I will find a perfect home for this Glalie. And Slide, if you want to slide into this trade, the code is 1184, 1184. I was using the search function because I was not seeing the Ursaluna. So should we do Giratina then? Or should we do like Dialga? Jira? Did I trade my Giratina? Yeah, I don't have it, dude. I think I traded it to somebody. I'll give you Dialga. Yeah, I just have like given my legendaries out because I'm never going to use them, and I don't know, maybe they'll do events where they're shiny in the future. But I've kind of just been like willy-nilly just tossing them out to people. If I'm not active in chat, I'm sorry. I'm hunting at this minute and watching. Promise, friend. And hope you the best. I appreciate that, Miku. And I hope your hunts go fantastic tonight too. Thank you for watching. You do not have to be chatting at all. Just you being here is amazing. Thank you. Cool, cool, cool. Oh, wow, wow, wow. Let's get it. We're not going to be tempted by the Ponytas. We got one for free. We don't need a second one. We don't need to be greedy with the ponies. We'll leave them alone. We'll check the Lucario. And we'll move on with our day. Because could there have been a blue pony there? Absolutely. But what's that going to do for us, huh? Nothing. Except take up more space in our box. And we don't need that either. Oh hey, we got another Glalie. That Glalie trade added to my decks. I do not want to continue. I want to go home. And I want to leave immediately. Alright. These are not what we want either. However, I will give this a go only if, and only if, there is a Quilava spawn that results in an alpha. If that happens, I will take a little bit of time and check those, because I do not have 100% legit from this save alpha shiny Typhlosion. Got the other two, but not Typhlosion yet. And this is not, well, we can check the Cyndaquil uber fast. That's what we're gonna do. But no other distractions other than that. Where is it? It's over here. I mean, that's an alpha, but it is not an alpha shiny. Bonk. Mess with the strong, you get the bonk. You found Eevee? Told you you're gonna get it. I knew it. Congrats, Miku. What are you gonna evolve it to? Congratulations. That's huge. Especially with how rare those are to find now. Congrats. That's amazing. Absolutely magic. Tonight's the night. We know it's gonna happen. The Eevee is a sign. It's an omen, if you will. Lucario is next. Not this Cyndaquil. Lucario. It's coming. I can feel it in my bones. Haven't even thought about it yet. Magic Night. Let it sink in. Let it sink in, and then let me know when you evolve it, what you evolve it into. I love you as well, Miku. Thank you for being here. So I got a question. I know getting level 10 and Dex entry changes the shiny odds for that Mon, but if I have it at 100%, will that make the odds better? It absolutely will, Slide. It's another roll. So if there's something you want to shiny hunt, you want that perfect Dex. Yes, it takes some time to grind it up, but it's absolutely worth it. I do have perfect Dex on Lucario. They're the best odds that you can get for that Pokemon in the game, provided you have the shiny charm. If you do not have the shiny charm, you're going to want both. But I have done the I'll show you. I haven't done it for everything, but you can see, like, starters. I got perfect Dex on all of these. Absolutely, I got perfect Dex in all of these. All the starters, took the time to get them because I wanted them so bad, and I figured I would be grinding them out of space-time distortions before the update hit. Now, if there's a specific alpha you want, I did Alpha Crobat too. I already got a regular shiny Crobat, but I want that alpha, so I got the best odds on that. Infernape was one that I was grinding. I got it before I got the best odds on it, but I still did the perfect Dex on it for some reason. Not many others. I did it on Alakazam. I did it on Gallade to do a soft reset hunt for Gallade. And Porygon, because I wanted to do all the space-time Mons and wanted the best odds for Porygon and these guys from the Mirelands. Correct. Correct, Slide. Yeah, you get more more rolls and better odds by having a perfect Dex entry and the shiny charm. Exactly. It's still good odds, like with the Dex 10, and like most of what I've got's Dex 10. But you just get that extra little bit of help. And like every little bit of help with some of these hunts is needed. It just makes it a little bit more likely to happen. It's not like a huge difference in overall odds structure. And there are charts out there that will break down the odds differences, but I can show you real quick. If you want me to pull it up, I'll show you right now. Here. This is a lot easier because I actually can just pull up my desktop. Yeah, so this is it right here. I think it's this one actually now. So we can see here. Let me see if I can just pull up this picture. Yeah, so this came out February 27th. So let me move my camera a little bit so you can actually see this. I'll put myself up here. Boom. So, Shiny Charm gives you 3 rolls. Massive Outbreaks give you 25 rolls. Massive Mass Outbreaks give you 12 shiny rolls. Then when we're talking about the conditions down here, this is what it does for your dex. So if you do like a regular dex research level 10, we're talking half odds right from the get-go, right? Now, as we go down, the Shiny Charm reduces that even further. And then dex research perfect, you get a total of 7 shiny rolls just from overworld encounters, overworld spawns to take you down to 1 in 585. Now, if we're talking in massive mass outbreaks, which are going to be the best, the best odds. Massive mass outbreaks are lesser odds than regular outbreaks. That perfect dex research with the shiny charm gives you a total of 19 rolls versus 17. So it's like an extra 2 rolls in massive mass outbreaks and an extra 2 rolls in mass outbreaks. So it takes your odds in mass outbreaks from 1 in 137 down to 1 in 128. So again, not a huge difference, but if you look at it from overworld encounters for the alphas right here, 1 in 819 to 1 in 585 is absolutely worth it. It's lessened here because there's just so many rolls already happening. Like an extra 2 rolls doesn't do all that much. In a massive outbreak, it's a difference of like 30, 20, 25, I guess. 25, 30. We round up here. And then in mass outbreaks, it's only a difference of like 9. So yeah, them's the odds. If you want a copy of this yourself, there's the link for it. And I definitely recommend you follow Anubis or Saibuna_switch on Twitter, because that's the dude that is the one that like everybody makes YouTube videos about, because he finds these things out really quickly. And yeah, he posts about them pretty frequently. He will be the one that will probably be leaking the shiny hunting method for Gen 9. It's either going to be him or Caphotix. Like, those are the 2 dudes to follow. So you got a message of dialogue from catching on a full pasture. What did it say? Okay, there's 2 things I'll check here. I will check the grottle as well. How did you know I get the Eevee? Are you a magician? I'm still shaking on the keyboard. Dude, I just have a feeling when the luck is right, you can feel it in the air. And Miku, thank you so much for subscribing. I appreciate that wholeheartedly. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. The village pastures are full. Interesting. So there is a message to that. Now we know. Only 50 subs left until we do a whole Gen 1 playthrough of every Gen 1 game. That's gonna be so fun. Like, I've been setting up emulators for that, and like doing a little work of like layouts and such. It's gonna be a lot of fun. I'm really stoked. And I've even got USB controllers coming. Ordered some off Amazon, so that I'll be able to play the games on a controller. The one thing I'm going to have to spend some time with is like getting the audio levels right. Because having 3 games playing simultaneously can get messy super quick if I'm not careful. I probably will. I don't know, what do you guys think? If you could choose, like, we're watching 3 games simultaneously, right? What would you say is the best audio? And maybe I'll post a poll in the chat real quick after checking these dudes. And they're gone. Okay, so poll time. Hey, you guys tell me what you think. If we play all 3 games simultaneously, what audio would you want to hear predominantly? I'm curious as to what you guys think. Because you guys are going to be the ones watching it, right? Interesting. Fire Red is in the lead. I'm going to be running 2 emulators and have them on the screen. And I'm also going to be playing Let's Go Eevee on my Switch. And I'll have like a little bit of a quasi layout going and everything too. Will you be able to see like all the details on every single one? Probably not. But it would be like a simultaneous playthrough. We go route by route. We go gym by gym. You guys choose what Pokemon we're catching and adding to the team. A collaborative effort to play through all of them simultaneously and beat the game simultaneously. All on one screen. Change it how? Like add one as the predominant screen? Because I could do that pretty easily, yes. But like I initially just envisioned it with them like having yellow and red be in the sidebar because they're going to be smaller Game Boy screens anyways, and then having like Let's Go be as the dominant screen on the screen, if you will. And then we just go like route by route. As far as audio, I could definitely change the audio source. And like mute specific ones or whatever. An online randomizer would be really fun. Though for this being kind of like a 151 sub celebration, I would want it to be all just original Gen 1 experience. But I would love to play randomizers. Absolutely. Next legendary already. When I hit the camp, I will swing it back to you. I'll check the Lucario and the Swinubs real fast. Almost tripping over these dudes. Where's the green melon? Where is he? I don't think he's popping. I don't think he's popping. Rich and grit items. Yeah, I usually sell most of those. You can make a pretty penny off of it. Let's go back to town and trade Slide, the next legendary that he needs for his dex filling. Interesting. So most of you would prefer to hear Fire Red's audio. Interesting, interesting, interesting. 742k, not bad. That's definitely more than I have. Like my catching barely supports my sticky glob habit. There might be a day in which I will have to farm actual money in this game. But I just focus on catching so often that, like, between Ultra Balls and Sticky Globs, I'm always running low. Always running low. Ready when you are, Slide. Perfecto. Yeah, I feel globs are the most valuable item in the game. Like, hands down. I'm gonna buy 250. Get it. Stock up. They tend to go quick. I mean, that's why I do reset so often too. Like, I only save when I get a shiny pretty much. Or if I'm between getting a shiny. Dang, I mean, hey, if you've got the scratch and have no need for the moolah, 999 is a good way to go. Yeah, I mean, like, you can always base it off of what you need. I definitely understand where you're coming from. I tend to buy it. I tend to try to keep around like 500 to 600 on hand. Because I've never tried buying like 999 when you have like 500. I don't think it might just create another stack of them. But I have not tried it myself. So I've always just hovered around 600, and when like I get down, then I do the same thing again. This is a weird outbreak, man. Yeah, in other games it won't let you buy more. Though I've seen, like, when I was farming iron ore, I'm pretty sure it hit 999 and then just split into another stack. So I would think the sticky globs would do the same thing. It's going hard. It's real spooks hours. Maybe we'll get spooked by a shiny. No. Check these boys, because people like them. Yeah, that'd be one way to go, Savory. Test it out. You already found one dialogue option. You're just like game testing tonight, dude. If that's the case. Trying to hit me with that water pulse. Get out of here. Get out of here. We don't do that here, sir. This is a Wendy's. Okay, they're gone. You play Roblox? I do not. My daughter was pretty obsessed with it for a period of time. I have never played it though, other than when I was helping her beat like obbies and whatnot. Mega oof. I have 2 children, actually. I have a daughter and a son. They are. Though when she was playing, she was like 5, so. Motor skills were not quite up to snuff for some of them. A new horde. Just Curlia. Snap. That's not what I wanted. I was hoping for Gallade. Gallade would have been sick. Sounds good. Savory, enjoy your game session. Hope it goes well. I think like the creative aspect of Roblox is really cool. I mean, like there have been a few games before that. Like I think Microsoft even had one where it was like, I don't remember if it wasn't Dream World, but that's what comes to mind. But it was some game in which you had to like you could basically create your own games and like play other people's games. Like I've seen that be a reoccurring theme. I think Roblox just kind of hit the formula of it being really accessible and like people getting really creative with it. You're very nice, man. If I haven't said it already, I've watched you and you always have a positive outlook. I definitely try to. It's not always easy. But like, I genuinely do believe that like a positive mental attitude goes a long way. And yeah, try. I'm glad that you're picking up on that though. And that you appreciate that as well. Just checking these out because I'm really distracted right now. And routes is cool. But if nothing comes from it, I'll just reset. And we'll go check the other spawn. The Magby, I think. Yo, there it is. That's a shiny. I heard it. And we got it. That's why I checked it. First one of the stream. And it's a Ralts too. You were here. First one. Is it a boy or a girl Ralts? I didn't even check. I just hooked it real fast. That's not that Ralts. True story. It is a boy. Sick. Ralts is one of the Pokemon that I would legitimately hunt endlessly and be completely fine with it. I love this Pokemon, and I love its shiny. Thank you so much. Next library book. You're cruising through them, dude. Good timing, though. No shiny waifu. She is in the box somewhere. She is busy. We're bumping and rolling. Yeah, I'd say perfect timing for sure, dude. This is way too bouncy for me right now. I want vibes. on the train home because my mother wasn't feeling well. I'm sorry to hear that, Rebecca. Or Flo, my apologies. I know you were really looking forward to that trip, so that's definitely disappointing, but hey, if she's not feeling well, she's not feeling well. And it's good that you understand that as well. And I hope she gets feeling better soon, and that you still enjoy the rest of your weekend and find something fun to do. It sounded like you were having fun for it while it lasted, though. So that's cool. Cresselia. And I'm glad that you're here, nonetheless. Cool. One library book returned. Why don't people hunt regular outbreaks as they give better chances? I know you can only check once, but still. It's kind of twofold. That's a good question, Slide. The massive mass outbreaks give you the chance of the secondary spawn coming in, which could be alpha. So it's a really good way to hunt shiny alpha Pokemon, which is what I like to do. And you get some different Pokemon in those spawns as well. Like you get the starters, those don't pop in regular outbreaks. You get Spiritomb, he doesn't pop in regular outbreaks. So there's just more diversity in the massive mass outbreaks. It's different. You're doing like a whole lot of different types of Pokemon, so that can be a little bit exciting compared to like being stuck on just one Pokemon and it having better odds. I will agree though that if you just purely want shiny Pokemon, the mass outbreaks are the better choice typically, if you don't care what it is that you're actually getting. I will save here though, because I've never seen a Gyarados outbreak. I got to see the animators I like, so I think that's the most important thing, and got a shirt from the event. So it wasn't a complete loss. You still had some fun and still had some experiences and some memories, which is what it's all about. My parents didn't take me to a whole lot of places growing up. We went on like one trip that I really remember, and it was to Kentucky, and there's not a whole lot in Kentucky. It's all good. We went to Kentucky like a whole whopping once, and we drove there. And I lived in Wisconsin, so it was like a 12-hour drive or something crazy. And I just remember like sitting in the back seat with my Game Boy and just playing a crap ton of Pokemon Yellow and being extremely, extremely bored. That's basically how it went. Yeah, Kentucky was terrible. It wasn't even a family trip either, or like a vacation really. They said it was, but what it really was is it was like a drive down to see like a friend of my dad's who was building my parents a computer, and they like had to drive down there to see him and like pay him for the computer because this was like in the 90s, and like they're old. That's it. They were just old. And they're like, no, we have to be there in person and talk to him and like spend time. And then we get there, right? And like he didn't have a place for us to stay in his house. So my dad brought like a trailer, like a camper trailer, and we slept in that outside. And then we also brought our dog, and like he had a dog, and like my parents aren't really, they're not really great pet people. And they're like, oh, the dogs will just get along. Anytime the dogs saw each other, they literally wanted to murder each other. They were two spaniels, and they just like, they did not get along. And his dog was, my dad's friend was the instigator every single time. And like, the dude would come in and kick my dog, and I got really angry. I'm like, dude, I don't even want to be in Kentucky, and this like random dude is like kicking my childhood dog. Like, get out of here. Like, I don't want to be here. I want to get out of here. I do normally stream at that time, though I have been streaming later than normal, and I stream a little bit later on the weekends because I don't really have anywhere to be on Saturdays. Man, these guys are tricky. I can see why I haven't seen a Gyarados outbreak yet. Yeah, exactly. I might as well have been in a moving truck with an angry dog. And Alex, I did not know you were in Wisconsin, dude. I feel for you, and I hope that you're doing well. I'm not sure if you like Wisconsin. I lived there for 18 years, like my entire childhood and most of my teenage life. And I'm very glad I do not live there anymore. There's certain like things I miss, like I miss going to Brewers games. I miss baseball games. But that's about it. Next book already, dude. Tight. I'll get it for you after I'm done with these boys. Priest. I am taking so much damage. That's a lot of damage. And another thing, Flo, you might see me on... I'll be on Monday because I'm off that day. So I'll be playing a lot longer on like Monday and earlier than normal. So my schedule's going to be kind of weird a little bit. It's all good. The stream is set to like ultra low latency mode, so it might buffer a lot if you're on a train with bad internet. Didn't get me that time. I love how like you catch the Pokemon, he's in a ball, but the Hyper Beam is still just raging. Lost in Minecraft and died in full netherite, and I'm currently mining up stone blocks with an iron sword. I'm so sorry, Psyduck. That feels bad, man. But hey, you got it once, dude. You'll rise again. The rise of the Psyduck. Can't keep him down. I'll trade anything for Red Gyarados or Golden Fishy. Slide, have I given you a shiny before? Because if I haven't given you a shiny, I'll totally give you a Magikarp, dude. I'm pretty sure I have a few. Giving you Eevee, got it. That's right. How could I forget? You already mentioned what you evolved it to and everything. I will quick trade you the legendary, and then I will check the Walrein. And we'll see if we get a pink dude. That's exactly right. Thank you for reminding me. I was like confusing your Eevee with Miku's Eevee. There's just a lot of Eevees going around, and I love seeing it. A lot of Eevees to keep track of. Okay, if I turn down FPS, it's laggy. Hopefully, you get home soon. Flo. Less laggy, got it. Hardest Evo ever, the albino little dog. Didn't want to put the friendship up. I didn't have too much issues with friendship because I just like kind of just ran around and threw the Eevee out and farmed everything, and it worked. Yeah, Miku, that Eevee is an awesome find. They're so rare now because I just don't see them in the massive outbreaks at all. Oopsie. We're in the big leagues now, Flo. Watching the stream on the train ride home. That is good to hear, Flo. I have it set to make the interaction between chat and the stream like really snappy. But that does cause like buffering issues. But I feel it's better to get those quicker responses in, because if I don't, then things tend to stagnate a little bit, and it then is kind of weird where it's like I see the message late and then I respond to it late. So I'm glad it's working out for you. That Kirby game though, my lord, was that ever exciting. Finished the main story in Kirby tonight too. And man, it threw me in a loop. I was so confused. It did not end at all like I thought it would. Big boys. Oh no, loading screen. Probably just as you're passing through, it might change up a bit. Walrein was always a Pokemon that I probably should have had on my team in Gen 2, but I always took Snover over him. It only matters per Mon slide, yeah. You don't get anything special other than the satisfaction of a job well done. I think it gives you like some sort of like minuscule text dialogue from the professor, but it's really not like anything tremendous. It would be crazy if it gave you like a shiny charm +1 or like an ultra shiny charm, but it doesn't. It's just like, oh, here's your extra rolls. You get a few extra and you're done. And the professor's like, wow, that's really cool. They're like, what do you mean, man? I spent my whole teenage life doing this for you. And he's just like, yeah, it's pretty tight, dude. What do you want me to say? I did hear you got a shiny Spinub. That's actually really cool that it's part of your trip too. That means that you'll keep it as like a keepsake. I always try to catch, like on my trip today, when I drove down south in the state with a bunch of work peeps, grabbed an amazing burger. I had the most delectable burger today. It was an Eggs Benedict burger. So it had a fried egg, ham, and like dripped in hollandaise sauce on a big pretzel bun. It was massive. It was fantastic. But we basically just had like a luncheon with some of our employees that work outside of our office further away. I had to drive 100 miles to get down there. And I always make it a point anytime I go on a trip, even if it's within the same state, to catch a Pokemon in Pokemon Go when I get there. So when I drove to Idaho, we went to Hot Springs, and I actually got a rain form cast form at the Hot Springs location, and I kept it. And then I drove, there was like a bear sanctuary, and we drove out to the bear sanctuary, and I caught a Teddy Ursa at the bear sanctuary, and I kept that as like a little keepsake of our trip up there. Wasn't expecting it was a massive mass outbreak too. Oh, I had some McDonald's chicken nuggets. My kid is my son has been on a huge McDonald's kick. And like I'm usually too exhausted to like fight with him because he's a picky eater, right? And so it's like either if I choose something and he doesn't want to eat it, he's one of those types where he's just like, I'm not going to eat anything. And I'm like, bro, you need to actually eat. So lately he's been like asking for chicken nuggets every day, and I'm like, all right, let's get it. Let's just do it. We're on break. There are no rules here right now for at least a few days. Hello, Savory. We were just talking about savory chicken nuggets. Just entertained the crap out of my dog. What did you do? And what kind of dog do you have? I have 2 dogs. I have a Doberman and a Rottweiler. Yeah, exactly. And like my wife doesn't care either because she loves fast food. So she's just like, perfect. I'm set. Like today I was like, I don't even want that because again, I had a massive burger. Like the burger was literally like this. It was huge. And I was still full, and I'm like, I'm set. You don't need to worry about me at all. And so she didn't get me any food. There was like a small cheeseburger left over, and I'm like, I probably shouldn't, but still did. 7 games of tug of war and fetch. I have a cockapoo. Those are high energy dogs, my dude. But it sounds like you're doing a good job of keeping them engaged and exercised. Yeah, like he will eat. Oh, this is really good. 3 Riolu. Let's hope. I've found ways of getting him to eat other stuff, but it still kind of turns into like a little bit of a battle with him. And more often than not, I'm just like, let's find something simple. Like let's find some common ground, something easy, so that we don't have to do like a battle every night of like what we're eating and are the kids going to eat it. Oh no, he would not eat sushi. My daughter loves sushi though. He's like picky to the point where like he'll eat like pizza, but he won't eat pizza rolls. Just like the form factor. He's like, nope, don't want it. Don't want this. Shiny luck. Let's see what we're working with. There's 3 Riolu. That's more than I've seen on one map. I dig sushi though. My wife hates sushi. My daughter likes it. Me and my daughter are sushi buddies. Like when the craving hits, and it's usually like once every 4 months or so, 3 months. Not often, but I'm like, I want sushi bad. I'll get it with my daughter. A new horde. Regular Lucarios. Not what we wanted, but we could still get a 6 shiny from it. So like, I have given him a very diverse diet. The difficulty is that he may have like, my wife has like, we're discovering that she may have like some form of ADHD, right? And she was the type of kid growing up that like, it didn't matter what food you put in front of her. If it wasn't what she wanted to eat at that moment, she just literally would not eat. And my son is the same way. Like, it doesn't matter what diverse food we give him. If he doesn't want to eat it, he's just not going to eat it. Even if it's something that he has eaten before or enjoyed before, he will just literally not eat it. And like, he'll drink something and then be like, I'm full. And he just doesn't eat. So if there's something that he wants, he'll ask for it, and we typically are just like, yeah, let's go get it, or let's make it, or whatever. And there are like dishes that we make that he'll just eat, no questions asked, and he'll go through waves, right? Like, kids have a weird way of going through like massive growth spurts where they just eat everything under the sun. And then like he'll do that. He'll shoot up, he'll start growing like crazy, and then he'll just like not eat at all and go back to like being picky. It's ebb and flow. He's not like underweight or anything. It's just more so like meeting him where he's at and encouraging him to try new things. He still does try stuff. And sometimes he ends up liking it and he'll like ask for it later, but he gets in his moods, you know? Same with my wife. They're very, very similar. They're basically like a mirror image of each other. If my wife has a craving for something, like she literally ate tater tots for dinner for like 3 weeks straight because like that's what she wanted. And she didn't want anything but that. And like my son is the same way. Like he's on a chicken nugget kick right now, which a lot of kids are. So yeah. Hope my kids aren't like that. Yeah, like my daughter, she's the opposite. Like she's very much not picky at all. And like she'll just eat whatever typically. So like it does even out a little bit between both of them. But he's more particular than she is in a lot of ways. They're just their own people, you know? They're their own people, but also very, very, very similar to my wife in that regard. At least in his case. And I don't recommend having kids. I mean, like, I love my kids. But it ain't easy. Defo ain't easy. I really want kids growing up the way I did will strongly influence me not to do the things that were done towards me. So I think in that way it'll make me a good parent. Hey, that's exactly what I'm doing, man. Like, my parents did the best that they could, and I think that like being older and looking back with the perspective of a parent has given me a little bit of a, not like a newfound respect, but like an understanding, you know? I can see like where they kind of could have done better, and I could see what they could have done better. And like for a while I was a little bitter about like my upbringing and my relationship with my parents, but at the same point, like I was able to just kind of see them as people and realize that like they were just trying the best with what tools they had, and like they were also dealing with their own upbringing, which was even way worse, way beyond worse than mine by far, right? So it's like they weren't extremely well equipped. They tried, they cared, they were supportive at times. They caused conflict at other times, but they're just people, and they're flawed just like any person is. And understanding that helped me through a lot of stuff that I had to deal with growing up and looking back. Hey dude, my first was when I was 19, my man. Be careful is all I'm gonna say. I guess we could go here, check the Lucario, and then check the Hipini. Good dude. Be smart. Like, we managed, and, like, my wife and I have been together for a very long time. Since we were, like, younger than you. But it has not been an easy road by any stretch. We kind of see it as something in which, like, once we get to the point where our kids are teenagers and older and able to, like, take care of themselves, that's going to be kind of our time to recoup on some of those lost moments of youth and go travel and do the things that we want to do. That's what we're working for, or working towards. Just to be safe, I'm going to remove comments of age Why am I throwing berries out? Have a good night, Savory. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you chatting and hanging out. I will be live this weekend a bunch, and I also will be live like all day Monday. So if I don't see ya around, I'll catch you in the next one. Take care. Yeah, dude. Throwing berries at rock. Don't have kids, dude. You'll end up like middle-aged on YouTube throwing berries at rocks. It's not a good time. No shiny luck. That's okay. It's coming. It's gotta. Something's gotta give. So Slide, you'll kind of see like if I'm doing as I'm going for a target, here's like my logic is that I want to try and see the Riolu spawn and see if there's an alpha spawn behind it. And Riolu can spawn in the coastlands and he can spawn in the icelands. So I check those first because Riolu is my primary target, and I save at the village so that I can go back and check like the regular mass outbreak and see if a shiny's there. That's kind of how I hunt these. So I'm kind of doing like both at once. I'm going for like an alpha target, but then I'm also just still keeping that mass outbreak with the better odds in my back pocket when I'm trying to grab it. And another side thing that I really want is an alpha Growlithe, so let's try and check that. I'm gonna try it for alpha Rotom next. I really want one like you. I do not actually have a shiny alpha Rotom. I have all of the regular shiny forms, but I do not have an alpha. But good luck if you try going for it. It is rough. It is really rough. That Pokemon is kind of annoying when it is in its regular form, let alone alpha. But I will not discourage you in any way, shape, or form. I will only wish you the best and hope that you get it really quickly. If that is what you are hunting. It is not for the weak of heart. Free gaming is in the chat. Did I say Rockruff? Found a Ponyta outbreak and I'm resetting if I don't see a shiny. There's an Alpha Eevee. Hey, you could take that Alpha Eevee and run. Shalpha Steelix and Shalpha Monk. I do have Shalpha Monk. I have Shalpha Ambipom. Yeah, we don't need that. Oh, okay, got it. Yeah, I thought that I just like totally slipped and said Rockruff because it's a rock dog, and Rockruff's in Pokemon Go, and I've been doing raids for that. No shiny yet, but I don't know if Tony pops in. Tony is a regular on the stream. He did over 120 Rockruff raids and just barely got the shiny, and I was so proud of him. I do have Shalpha Monk. I got it as an overworld spawn as I was hunting other stuff. Resetting. Have you gotten anything tonight, Alex? Soon, my dude, soon. I had a feeling with Miku, I got a feeling for you, dude. You'll get something real quick. What's Shalpha? I'm curious. It is an alpha shiny, Miku. The big boys, the biggest boys in the game. Show me the green. Give me the green bell. Bing bong, bing bong, bing bong. All the way home. Green. No green. I don't think we're gonna see green. Just good level time. Yeah, there's really no point in getting perfect decks with the legendary other than just completionist like approach. Why am I throwing minerals? Why am I throwing balls? Nope. Can't catch this. They're still popping off. Like, I already got a shalpha bell. But hey, I would take another. Slide, have a great night, rest up, and I hope that you have a fantastic weekend. If I catch you in the next stream, I'll see you then. If not, rest up, enjoy your time, and thanks for stopping by. No luck with the bell. No Taco Bell tonight. That is I'm so sorry, Flo. Dude, Psyduck, I knew you were gonna get it, man. I called it. I don't even think I've ever been on like a train, like an actual like train. Like I've been on like little toy ones and whatnot at like zoos and such, but I don't think I've been on like a full like passenger train or anything. Not that I can remember, at least. I'll just save here. That's fine. Still hurts though, you know? We had like some train rides that were like kind of akin to that in the Midwest. But there's not, as far as I know, there's not as much of that out here where I'm at in the Rockies. I could be completely wrong, but usually we just drive wherever we need to go. I don't think it's a better approach by any means, because it takes up a lot more resources and such, but in some cases, like everything is really on this side of the country, the western half, everything's really, really far away. Do that or flying. When my family comes in, they'll be flying in to the airport and I'll be picking them up. I'm like trying not to curse myself with another shiny Crobat. It's like if I see that before the Lucario, I would actually be like less stoked and a little bit disappointed, but hey, it's likely it could happen. Chimecho, eh? I know a lot of people say Chimecho, and I say it weird, but I say Chimecho. I think everybody has at least three Pokemon that they do not pronounce correctly whatsoever. So Chimecho is mine. So Flo, I stream later on Fridays because I can sleep in a little bit the following day. I'm not like having to get up early for work. And then I'm going to be streaming at really odd times on Monday because I'll be off the entirety of the day. So I'll be streaming daytime my time. It'll probably be evening by you. Just to confuse everybody. On Fridays, I've kind of liked like doing Kirby and then like popping in for some Pokemon too. Yeah, it's 2:30 where I'm at. Yeah, you'll have I think it'll be Monday evening. I'll be live. So I'm probably gonna go live at like 10 a.m. my time, and I think if it's like 7 hours ahead, 7-8 hours ahead, that'll be like 6 p.m. your time. Somewhere in there. And then I'll be live most of your night. And then I might be live again like later in the evening, depending. I might do a twofer, we'll see. Boo. I was gonna say, like, almost looked like you were like, oh, I don't want that. Oh man, I have to watch more of your stream? Shucks. Crafted my first enchanting table and just cried after I got the achievement. Is that like a cry of joy, or is there some context I'm not hip to with the crafting of the enchanting table being a bad thing? Okay, good. I was like, is that bad? That sounds good. I mean, like, it's been a while since I played Minecraft, but Minecraft wise, it's joy. Got it. Yeah, I played it like a lot when it first came out, and then like I played it with my daughter a good deal, and like I haven't really touched it since. My kiddos will play it occasionally together, but that usually they usually end up just like fighting. So Minecraft is like a source of conflict at times, and yeah. When they get along in it, it's fine, but usually one starts like they jump into creative mode or whatever, and one starts like destroying what the other one was doing, and It's a riot. Almost home, so that wasn't too bad of a train ride then. I haven't played Minecraft in 3 years and just gotten an enchanting table. Yeah, that's a good feeling for sure. I don't even know what I would do in Minecraft if I were to pick it up again. I know like they've added a lot of updates and whatnot. Yeah, see, like, I had a feeling, Psyduck, that that's how it would play out. And that's why, like, when you messaged me, I was a little bit reserved about it. Only because, like, I've seen the exact same stuff happen with my daughter a lot. It's like usually when people have a chance to, like, cool off a little bit and, like, level out, they end up working themselves out, you know? Most of the time, not always, but usually those types of things will just kind of take care of themselves, and if said friend is of any worth, they will realize that maybe they're not acting in the best manner, and appreciate your friendship more than whatever you guys were having a disagreement about, you know. The best PvPer, and he also wanted my help with raids, so he got a reward by adding me back on. Yeah, see, dude, he was able to see the benefits that you bring to the table, and in the end, it outweighed the squabble and the beef that y'all had. You left the stakes at home, left the beef aside. That's what it's all about, dude. That's a pretty valuable lesson to learn too. Because that is like, it's all basic human interactions and friendships and relationships and such. Good stuff. I've known him for 6 years, and this has happened a lot, but it's never gotten that serious. I feel that, dude. Maybe he's going through something, or something caused him to react that way. Strange. Oh, monitor. Ouch. Yeah, dude. I never did any of that in terms of like when I was a kid, like rage quitting or like breaking my own stuff out of anger. I would usually just get pretty upset and then try and find something else to do to distract me, you know, calm me down. But maybe he's going through something. I don't know. I can't speak for him. But I hope it was a temporary thing, and it's good that you guys were able to sort things out. That's all I got. It's as close as I'll get. Just for you, dude. And because you've asked me so often. I don't know how that sounded on your side, so you'll have to tell me. Go for it, dude. Tag me in the Discord. Sick. The mic's doing its job. Quilava. I don't know, dude. I think Psyduck was the main one driving that home. People just need fresh beats to freestyle over, dude. I won't knock it. I mean, like, I have an actual drum set behind me, but like I can't really play it all that well. Definitely more on the guitar side than the rhythm side. New horde? Hey, regular Typhlosion. Crap. I was targeting the wrong one. Man, oh man. Getting spicy. See if I can hit him with a few jet balls. Nope. Nope. Yeah, that's it anyways. I look forward to see what you do with it, man. I think you're a very creative dude, and you'll come up with something awesome. There is cursing. I mean, that kind of goes hand in hand with the subject matter, right? So maybe hit me up with the line in the Discord or something. Or you can direct message it to me if you'd like. Or you can just wait till you've got it down and send it to me there. Up to you. You're the freestyler here. I had to like struggle so hard to prevent myself from buying like $200 worth of like just random classic controllers, like wireless like SNES controllers and such. I was like up late last night. I'm like, oh, I need controllers for basically for doing the emulation stuff. I settled for some wired ones, but I was like looking at all the SNES controllers being like, man, I remember spending all day in my basement playing Super Nintendo. I might be able to, but like the downside is that like the I don't have like any audio stuff set up for recording guitar on stream, and so if I do that, it probably wouldn't be usable whatsoever because this stack of stuff behind me is a half stack amplifier, and It's 100 watts and it gets extremely, extremely loud. But I have wanted to do like intros on guitar and like do like some sort of, if I can ensure that I'm not going to get DMCA'd for playing music or like playing a melody on guitar or something, you know? I'd like to do more with guitar though. When it comes to a stream context. So I'll be looking into that, dude. I'll find some way of getting like decent guitar audio into this, incorporated into the stream. Slide King is free again. Thanks for popping in again, man. Glad you're here. We've gotten a shiny Ralts. So that's all we have so far. I also need to play way more guitar than I am right now. Like I am, like, when it comes down to it, an actual decent guitar player. And I've been playing guitar and bass since I was like a teenager. Bass specifically, but I picked up guitar like, I don't know, 6 or 8 years after playing bass. Yeah, I just don't practice at all. And usually the trade-off is that, like, oh, I'll play video games, or like I'll fully commit to just playing a ton of video games, and then like I'll fall back into playing just a crap ton of guitar. But like for the last year or so, with everything that's gone down, like it's all been video games and no guitar work has been done whatsoever. So I need to get back in the groove. Gallade is an awesome Pokemon. I've actually learned 3D sword style with my swords. Interesting. Are we still talking Minecraft, or are you talking like actual swords? Just to make sure I'm following what you're putting down. I haven't played much of Legends Arceus. Yeah, like pretty much all my time has gone into playing Legends, or before that it was Final Fantasy 14. Like I was just playing a lot of FF14. Genuine swords. Do you know who Zoro is? Of course I know who Zoro is. So you're talking like the thin style swords, like actual fencing. That's pretty sweet. I had a group of friends that made combat grade leather armor. So they would take like thick leather and make like chest pieces and gauntlets, and it was combat grade, which meant that it could actually deflect sword blows. And for a brief period of time, my wife and I went over to their place to start doing an apprenticeship for them and actually learn how to make it. But we realized it was like really far out of our way to drive out there, and they were asking a huge commitment, and we had like obviously very young children at the time, so I didn't do it. But he had invited me at one point to live out of a bus with him and tour the country and go to Ren fairs and sell armor to people. He's like, I will pay for all of your living expenses, your food, you'll have a place to sleep, you'll have a warm bed, and we'll just go, dude. We'll just go. And I'm like, how does health insurance work? Oh, we don't need it. I'm like, okay, we kind of need it. Like young kid on the road 24/7. I don't know how that would have worked out. And so I turned down the offer, but for a second there, it sounded kind of interesting. They were very interesting people. We actually met them. So we met them. Ooh, to Riolu. We met them at The Hobbit. We went to go see The Hobbit, and they had a booth set up, and they were selling armor outside of the theater. And they basically grabbed our arm and forced us to come over and look at their armor and start trying it on. And so like I got in a full getup of leather armor. He was like, doing all the straps and everything. It took like 15 minutes for me to get suited up. And then without warning, he's like, "Are you ready?" And I'm like, "What?" And he just punched me full force in the gut. Didn't feel a thing. I was like genuinely shocked, but he like tried to like sucker punch me. Didn't feel a thing. The armor just dispersed the force. It was legit stuff. Yeah. He tried to like play it off and say like, well, Ren Fair kids, like they just get in the dirt and the mud and they're just the healthiest kids you'll ever see. And I'm like, dude, I don't know. That's like, that's how they kind of like, they had a few kids of their own and that's how they kind of raised them. And, you know, if that's their decision and livelihood, I support it. It just didn't seem like the most luxurious or the right fit for where I was at in life at the time. But it would have been really cool. It would have been a cool experience, I think. Trained with butterfly knives when I took Wing Chun 8 years ago. I was really good at it. That's awesome, dude. Yeah, the same guy was like an expert swordsman too. Like he won like sword fighting competitions at the Ren Fairs with like he said that they would get into full contact blade and like full steel duels and like actually like really mess people up. Like it wasn't like officially sponsored by the Ren Fair, but like people took a lot of pride in their swordsmanship abilities, and he kind of like had shown a few people up and they were like really upset with him. And so they challenged him to like full steel duels like it was the Middle Ages, and he had like a second and everything. Luckily didn't get hurt, but yeah, it's a different world for sure. It was kind of cool to get a glimpse of it. He had like one friend that was a blacksmith that would make like chainmail and swords. And then he was all on the leather side. And they would make outfits, and yeah, they were always busy. But they kind of had like just a group of friends that they would buy like a house or something and just start making it out of the house and then bring it to fairs. And like all the friends just kind of made the armor together. It was like 5 or 6 people that just kind of lived together making leather armor, and that was their livelihood. I don't think that they still do though anymore. Hey, a new horde. Not an alpha. The leather that they were using was so thick though. It was like that thick. And it had to be because like it had to actually deflect like a sharpened blade, you know? And so like when they were teaching us how to cut it, they basically had these like giant scissors that we were using to like cut the raw pieces, the raw hides out. And it was so hard on the wrists, dude. Like it just hurt. Yeah, like I have not gone to a Renaissance fair or anything like that. I just happened to stumble into a friend group that like was all about that life. They were trying to get me and my wife to go to fairs and whatnot, but like with the exception of like music, we don't really enjoy large crowds of people. And like the thought of like large crowds of people LARPing and such, like again, if people choose to do that and that's what gives them reprieve and like helps them de-stress and helps them enjoy life, then like I'm all for it. That's just not our scene, and it's not what we like to do. It was really cool to get to know them and like get insight into that world though, for sure. because I didn't know it was that intense or that deep. I just thought it was kind of like I had been to like Civil War reenactments and such too, and I just kind of thought it was just like a hobby, like a low-key thing that people did. But like, no, it's a full lifestyle for sure. Yes, yo, shiny Pichu, shiny Pichu, we'll take it. Shiny Pichu. Combat grade shiny Pichu. Can we get 2? Will you give me 2? I don't think you will. Name it Scorpion from Mortal Kombat. That's actually a dope name. I like that a lot. My brother and I we had a Sega Genesis. So we had like a bunch of game consoles in our basement, right? We had a Super Nintendo down there. We had a regular Nintendo down there. And then we had a Sega Genesis. And we used to play Mortal Kombat on Sega Genesis. Sick. Shiny Hype. It is a good one. A good one in that it's rare, not in that it's colored super, super cool, but hey. But yeah, we played a lot of Mortal Kombat together, and I always chose Scorpion or Sub-Zero. Just because they were the coolest. And they kind of had like the cheekiest moves too, you know? You either spam come here and like the Scorpion shot, or you'd spam the freeze attack, and that was it. And like the Sega Genesis was such a weird console too. Those controllers made no sense, dude. It's like they had 6 buttons and you only ever used 2 of them. Totally a shiny. Second of the stream. I always name my shinies of the Pikachu line Sparky after the Pikachu from the anime. That actually makes pretty good sense. The only time that like I went super out of my way to hunt any of the Pikachu line was in Gen 7 because I wanted shiny Alolan Raichu so bad. I wanted it so bad. Yeah, Pichu is a Pichu. I will not scoff at it. It's not what we want, but it is yellow. So we are headed in the right direction. Sodix, I get you, dude. Have a great night, dude. Rest up. I will be live tomorrow, and I'll catch you then. Coolest Pikachu ever. Sparky is sick. Agreed, dude. Big agree. Truth be told, I should probably not be up super late either. Because I actually have things that I probably should do tomorrow, but... I need to, like, find a way to buy a door for our house. Like an interior door. And use a bunch of tools to get that, like, sealed and, like, in the, my wife's, she's got, like, a craft room. And we're trying to put a door on it because we took it out. It was initially going to be the kids' like studio playroom type thing, but they never used it, so it's a craft room now. Shinx, also like an orangey yellow shiny. Maybe a Riolu in here. How long have we actually been live for? 1 second. Okay, like 2 hours. Not too shabby. Blue Springy has subscribed to the channel. Thank you so much, dude, for subscribing. Assuming you're a dude. I don't know why, but I just use dude a lot, so. But thank you for subscribing. I appreciate it. Thank you for showing support. I'll be up in a few hours to move stuff, realistically an hour or two. More sleep won't make much of a difference. Yeah, like I tend to get to that point where it's like, it doesn't matter. We'll just deal with it, you know? But like, my wife wants to, I think she wants to pick up a door. I don't know. We'll have to see. My whole thought process, I don't think like a door is gonna fit in our car. So I'm like, it would be kind of tight if we could just like order it and have it delivered and pay a little extra or whatever. But we'll see. We shall see. Other than that, it's just going to be prepping for Easter stuff, and I think we're going to dye eggs tomorrow night, so... That's the plan, at least. Why did I fall down that whole cliff? Braviary, you are wildin', dropping me off like that? Strap it to the roof. Hey, I mean, like, it's not that far away, truthfully. Good old Southern boy. Yeah, they would have a truck. He's gone. But yeah, I don't know, maybe that's the play. I'll have to see. It all comes back to like the sizing of it, but I'm pretty sure it's not gonna fit in our car. Who knows? That is a problem for tomorrow, Luke. Or today, Luke, I should say. Later today, Luke. Hey, Cat. How's it going? We just got a shiny Pichu. We are rocking and rolling. Keeping the shiny luck alive. Yes! Another yellow shiny, guys. Another yellow one. We're getting every yellow shiny in the game tonight. Other than Lucario. Double it. Want to buy double shiny? Sick. Mice? Is that the name suggestion? Yeah, Magikarp would totally be next. Save the game. Lackey? Mice or lackey? Name it mice. I will do that. Maybe like 30. Somewhere in there. I'd like to see like another pack of Riolu, if we can. So we'll see where that takes us. But not too much longer. Since I've been at it since Kirby was how many? 3 hours? Been at it for like 5. Braviary though. Braviary though. Did I say Braviary though? I have to remove this song from the playlist. Yeah, I don't like that song. It's okay. No. Okay, that one's fine. Hey, there's a Riolu. Been a little bummed about missing stream, so I'm glad I caught the last hour. Yeah, dude, like, I haven't even been streaming the last 2 days, so like, no sweat on missing them at all. And like, the VODs are always there. I know some people don't like to watch VODs and prefer the live interaction, but I am definitely going to be streaming a bunch the next few days, and I'm sure that you'll catch me at some point, provided you want to. And it makes sense. There's holidays and stuff going on too. No sweats whatsoever. For sure, I got weekends off. Yeah, dude, I'm a Monday through Friday-er. So like, I try to stream as much as I can on the weekends to make up for it. But like, this week had been really busy with work. Whoa, that's an alpha. But I'm pretty excited about streaming as a whole, so I'm definitely going to be around. I will not be a stranger whatsoever. I will be live and doing a lot more Pokemon stuff. Might end up KOing, I don't know, like I might end up KOing Palkia just so that I could beat Diamond. And then I can do that hunt a little bit later. That's where I'm at right now. Anything is possible, is what I'm saying. Putting in work shooting for a promotion. Sounds like it's that's a fun job though too. Or could be. I know like a lot goes into that, so I'm sure it can be super stressful too. It is nice though, like this year I got to coordinate with like our team and basically approve the holiday schedule. And so like we sat down and we looked at all the holidays that we wanted to celebrate, and like I totally forgot about half of them. So like for Easter we took the Monday after, And so like that was a nice little surprise. It was like this week had been really busy, but then, you know, the weekend will not be, and I'll have a little bit more time made up to do some streaming. And like Christmas, I've got the whole week of Christmas off this year, so I will definitely be doing a whole lot of streaming then. And next month I've got my my anniversary with my wife to look forward to. Don't know what we're gonna do yet though. I think it'd be cool to go and do like a bed and breakfast type thing, just get away for a little bit. Nada. Yeah, dude. We haven't like really celebrated our anniversary much since like lockdowns and everything had been happening during. And like the last anniversary trip we took our kids along, and it was kind of a mistake. It was like our first test to see if they could do like longer road trips and like stay at a place. And like they were stoked to do so, but like they fought a lot and we're just kids, you know? And it wasn't as much of a stress-free time as we would have liked, so they're older now, several years older, so I'd like to take her overnight somewhere and, you know, take her to a nice hotel somewhere with a pool or a hot tub indoors. Doesn't have to be too far away. But we used to do just stuff like that, like simple things, like just to get away a little bit. And it would be nice to do that again, or, I don't know, do like an Airbnb type thing. We shall see. We initially had goals to like go, to travel somewhere further and further away for each anniversary. So like our first one was within the same state. Our second one, we went to Vegas, and the idea was then to like go to California and then like Seattle, and then like just further and further each time, you know, until eventually we're like going to Europe or something. But then lockdowns hit. But I'm excited for that, and then a few months after that, then I've got family coming into town, and I've taken off like a whole week for that. Dude, I'm excited for you, man. I hope it goes well for you. We actually like both lost or broke our rings. So we actually have to buy new ones, but luckily both her and I, like, we don't have expensive tastes at all when it comes to jewelry. And more importantly for her than I guess. Yeah, there's a blacksmith seller off of Etsy that we'll probably end up buying like silver rings through. Hey dude, life has a way of sneaking up on you like that though. When it's right, it's right. I wish you all the best, and I hope you guys go somewhere cool for your honeymoon. It's all like, I truly believe that like at the end of the day, life is all just about creating memories and like memories that you'll cherish. And like, I mean, those are some of the best memories that you can really create, especially if it's within with someone that you care about. Low key, so like my wife and I got married really young, right? Like story time. We got married really young, and so we just kind of had a courthouse wedding. And we didn't go all out with our wedding, right? Like we didn't go big or flashy with it because we were young, right? And you know, money was tight. So what we ended up doing instead, we had a courthouse wedding, right? And my family was flying in from Wisconsin. And they were... You're not shiny, whoa! That is a shiny Torterra, dude. No way. What? I didn't hear the sparkle. Okay. Shiny Torterra. As I was telling a story. What the heck? And he's just mobbing me, man. I'll get to the story. Don't worry. I will finish the story. I'm not going to leave you guys hanging. So, anyways, my family was coming in from out of state. They were flying in. Oh, crap. He KO'd me. That's fine. I'll still swing by and catch him. Yeah, dude, I didn't see it. I didn't see it at all. I can live without all of that. So my family's coming in from out of state, and we keep checking in with them like, hey, we're at the courthouse now. We had like a pre-scheduled time slot, right? Like you had to like schedule it and you had to be there at a certain time. And my parents like keep texting me back and they're like, yeah, no, for sure, we'll be there. There we have it. Look at that, man. It's not an alpha, but dude, like, when do you see a shiny Torterra? Just like chilling. Come here, sir. I need to take a picture of you. But we keep texting them and we're like, yo, when are you gonna be here? Like, they're running late. And it gets to a point where we're waiting far past when we actually should for them to just show up. And the judge is there, like the person officiating our marriage is like, yo, you need to go now or you guys are just not gonna get married, right? So like we go for it. We're like, all right, I guess like show up. Here's the info. And we're in the ceremony. Like it's not a big ceremony. You're basically just saying your vows in front of a judge, right? And as I'm saying my vows, the door opens and I hear just a new horde too. Ooh. But I just hear like this weird squeeing sound, you know? I'm like, what is that? It was my sister. She hadn't seen me in 8 years and walked in on me giving vows to my wife. And she's like overcome with emotion immediately and just starts crying. And yeah, they just like barely caught the end of us saying like, I do. But they were there. They made it there. And so then for the wedding reception, we didn't want to have like a big flashy wedding reception or anything. And like my wife's very non-traditional. As am I. And she, instead of like having like crappy, I don't know, like you guys may or may not have been to a wedding where the food was just terrible and it was like all ritzed up and like just ridiculous, right? Like, I don't know, you're having grilled salmon on leeks and beds of, I don't know, radishes or something, and you're just like, when do I ever eat this except for when I'm starving at a wedding? And then like it's not filling, and then you end up going and getting fast food on the way home anyways. And you're just so thankful that you actually found food that's like edible. Like that's been our experience with weddings, right? So I'm like, I don't want to do that and put people through that. So we went and we got Panda Express to cater our wedding. So we had like orange chicken and Chinese food in big trays, and just let like people go to town on that. And like we went to town on that because like Panda Express was like my favorite restaurant when I first came out to the Rockies, you know, because I didn't have it in the Midwest. Yo, okay, calm down, Torterra, calm down. So yeah, we had Panda Express cater our wedding, and it was a good time. But then like my mom wanted to do this gesture for us because we weren't planning on like a big honeymoon or anything, right? Because most of our money was just going towards like the basic stuff, like I don't know, decorations and the reception and Panda Express. Yeah, dude, Panda's awesome. Like I definitely have like lost my profound craving for it, but when I first came here, it was so good, and I had never tasted orange chicken like that before in my life. It was just amazing, right? And so like it was like amazing to have it at our wedding because we got like 6 or 7 trays of orange chicken, and people only ate like 2 of them. So we had like trays upon trays upon trays of orange chicken just chilling in our freezer that we could eat at any point. But anyways, so my mom wanted to do like a nice thing for us, and she's like, hey, I'll pay for you guys to have a little honeymoon getaway, right? I'm like, okay, that sounds tight. And she's like, there's this hotel downtown, because she had already traveled out to the city that I moved to. And she's like, there's this hotel downtown that you guys are really gonna like. I loved staying there. It was amazing. I'm like, okay, that sounds pretty sick. And she's like, we'll take care of the kids. Like, or you don't have to worry about it or whatever. We didn't even have kids at that time. Never mind. But anyways, she's like, we'll take care of everything else. You just have to go and have a good time. I'm like, okay, sounds tight. We get there, and like the last thing we had eaten was orange chicken, like way earlier in the day, right? At the wedding reception. Nope, we don't want to transfer that. There was like no room service or food whatsoever at this hotel. This hotel was literally the worst hotel I'd ever stayed at. It was old. Everything was covered in dust. It was ancient looking. And it was in the middle of nowhere. There was nothing around it as far as restaurants or anything. We were just dropped off there. We didn't have like a ride to go anywhere else, right? They just dropped us off there and said like, you guys go get away, have a good night, and we'll pick you up tomorrow. So we didn't have any means of getting to anywhere else. And then there was no AC. It was like in the middle of May. It was really, really warm. We were sweating, and all we had were our formal clothes. Like we packed like a light bag with us and took it with. And so we get there, and for one, we're so exhausted. We're in the middle of this heat wave, like just sweating buckets. The bathroom was just like a sink and like a small shower. There was no cups in it whatsoever. We had to like, they had like a tiny cup that you would kind of use just to, like put water in your mouth and brush your teeth with. We were using that and like just the regular tap water and just drinking that as much as we could to try and stay hydrated. It wasn't doing much. And we called down and we're like, hey, we're really hungry. Like, what do you guys have for options here? And the guy's like, there's nothing here in the area, and we don't do room service anymore. We don't have a kitchen. We have nothing. If you want, there's a 24-hour pizza chain that delivers all night. And we're like, I guess that's what we're getting. So we call up the pizza place, and the guy had like a hecka hard time trying to find the place that we're staying at, and we basically just ate like really greasy pizza and watched river monsters all night. That's all we did for our honeymoon. And like there's a certain charm with that memory of just how like non-traditional that is. Like that was our honeymoon, was like being stuck in this horrible situation that was meant to be like a good gift or like a good thing, and us just like roughing it and making the best out of it as we could with our just our company, really. But going through all that, Mice Torterra, by the way. Are you saying you want the Torterra to be mice again? No, I know what I'm naming this one. Sorry, I will take ownership of this one. We're naming this one Panda Express, because he was running like a freight train. He was spicy. He's everything that you would expect out of Panda Express. Did it not let me? Did I hit the... No, I didn't hit the character limit, did I? And... maybe I did. Okay, we'll do X then. Panda Express. But like we both basically made a commitment to each other that like once we hit 10 years, we would do like a vow renewal and make it a bigger deal and do like something that actually was a lot more meaningful and go to like an actual honeymoon. We're well past that at this point, or at least a good few years past 10 years. Pandemic hit and kind of set that all back. But we'll do it at some point. Like it's really just a matter of when, more so than if. But yeah. I guess the moral of the story is don't go to just random hotels for your honeymoon, even if someone offers to give it to you as a honeymoon gift. Or if you do, just make sure you watch lots of river monsters and bring a good fan with you. Yeah, no, absolutely. Like, it is an experience, and it was an experience. Though... like my wife looks back at our wedding and our honey. Look at my character's foot. It's just twitching out. What is going on there? But it is one of those things where it's like, it's almost comical how it all played out. And like, we've both talked about it and she's like, I actually do want to do something right. And I want to do it like, not the we didn't do it the right way, but like, we did it our own way. But she's like, I actually want to have like a meaningful interchange and to build something that's associated and more focused on celebrating our relationship than eating pizza and watching river monsters. And I don't fault her for that at all. It's just kind of how it played out. And yeah, we were young back then. We're a lot older now. So yeah. Anyways, everybody, I don't think I'm going to be able to top an Alpha Torterra, or not an Alpha Torterra, a Shiny Torterra tonight. So we will pick up where we left off tomorrow night, or tonight, because it's 3 a.m. where I'm at. I appreciate all of you guys for hanging with me, for supporting the channel, for showing up here time and time again and hanging out and just having a good time, for shiny hunting along with me, for listening to random stories and anecdotes about my life that have nothing to do with Pokemon whatsoever. I just appreciate all of you guys, and I hope that you continue to show up, and I will continue to stream. That's the promise we're making here every single night. I will have a new camera coming on Sunday. I'm really excited for that to show up. I don't know, maybe I'll do an unboxing of it. I don't know if you guys actually are interested in that or not. But my setup has drastically changed since the last time. I'm really excited about it. I'm very happy to be streaming off of it. It's a lot easier to use. And I hope that makes it a better experience for you guys to watch. I actually learned what my camera was doing that made like looking at me so difficult in terms of like the lighting in terms of how it was doing the white balance all weird and auto-focusing really bad. So I'm learning. I will continue to try to make things as bougie and Gucci as possible for you guys. And have a great Easter. If you celebrate it, if you don't celebrate it, have a great weekend. I just hope that you guys have a great time with your family and loved ones. And congrats, Slag King. I know that you haven't popped the question yet, but early congrats to you and your significant other. So, thank you for being here. I'll catch you later. Good night.